Today I'm joined here with Kristen Travers and Jessie Mann, the creators of My Why, which is an organization that asks difficult questions, seeks understanding, and strives for meaningful change. And we've had a lot of guests come in through My Why to come and talk about their stories and their journeys. So I thought it was perfect to have the creators of the organization come in and talk just a little bit about the history behind it, why it's important, and the different subjects that you guys deal with and the different stories that you hear. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.
Thank you.
Can we just start with the history behind My Why and why it was created?
Well, it's a long story, but I will try and encapsulate it in a short form. But My Why is everything, right? We don't know, when we're going through difficult things, we don't know how we're going to get through them sometimes. But if you know your why, you can, go forth and it gets easier. So that, I think, is what My Why is. Jessie and I are friends. We met at a women's conference. I was speaking at a women's conference. She was the MC, and instantly we connected. And we've both been through some challenging health stuff and challenging circumstances, and so we wanted to create a platform for people to tell their stories.
Yeah, people often ask us to tell our story, but I think that a lot of our why and how we get through different things with as much grit and grace as we possibly can is because of listening to stories of other people in the community. In Lloydminster, there's so many people that have gone through such tough stuff and are using it as fuel to be better and to help the community. So we were actually sitting in a hospital bed together.
Yeah.
And just thought, what do we really want to do? And realized we want to tell stories and tell other people's stories.
And so how do other people get involved for telling their stories, or what do they have to do to get to share their story with you guys?
Well, they can reach out to us at any time. Usually it's just kind of come to us. Usually we just kind of get these stories of resilience and we kind of follow that. But yeah, anytime people can reach out to us at all.
For the most part, it has been quite organic, and people have reached out. We have been so lucky to have a partnership with the Lloydminster Region Health Foundation, and through Project Sunrise and the Lloydminster Mental Health Initiative and different things like that have kind of reached out and trusted us to put together some stories of, like I said, amazing people from the community. And we're actually working with a Rural Health Initiative in Alberta now too.
And we just signed that contract and are very excited to start.
Yeah, so.
Now, last May, we kind of ran some panel series on mothers who have gone through postpartum depression or have maybe lost their child due to miscarriage. So that's one kind of subject that we have seen that you guys have shared. What are other subjects, or what are other types of stories have you come across and have you listened to through My Why?
You did such a good intro, Abby, and in short, we just say that we're educational storytellers. So if there's a story to tell that can educate, it often definitely gets our interest for sure. But mental health addictions is something that we've had family members face and have gone through some of that stuff too, and it's near and dear to us. So mental health, addictions, and
any story of resilience.
Yeah.
My background is nursing. I'm an RN. Jessie is a teacher. So you combine those factors, and we want to educate with health or with education. That's, I think, is our passion.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
And
tough stuff.
Yeah.
Now, there's a huge stigma around mental health, and it has, lowered, and we are taking a little bit more seriously than in the past, but there's still those barriers that are still put up around mental health because you can't physically see it, only the person itself can feel it. So what are you guys hoping My Why kind of helps by other people sharing their stories about the struggles that they've gone through in hopes of, other people hearing it?
I gotta say, I think that Lloydminster's leading the charge. I mean, I'm Lloyd proud, born and raised, and I really do think, and maybe it's just because I'm here, but we are crushing it in the community, and the we is, health foundations and different organizations, the city. So many people are trying to reduce the stigma, and so many people have started that, and we just wanted to jump in and do some of our part. we're very passionate about working with residents in recovery, and at the end of the day, there's so many different community outlets and resources that people can go to, and so we just want people to know where they are and feel as though that there's somebody in the community that will hear them and support them. And one of just the most amazing things that we had happen, and it was kind of through PTLN, is we had a woman reach out that just said, I'm a different person and I'm going to seek support because of Tyler's story, and I'm going to change my life because of Tyler's story, and sought help and is just doing awesome and amazing things. And to hear those type of stories come from Tyler's and the Geordies and the women that you guys met and shared with the maternal mental health initiative we did, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and I think when people say their story, and when people are brave enough to seek help and say, this is what I'm struggling with, that's the ultimate show of vulnerability, and that's the ultimate show of being brave. And then people will take that and run with it and say, okay, me too, and that ends the stigma.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing this, because My Why has been such an amazing organization, just the people that I've met and I was able to talk to. When we come back, we will be talking about a podcast that they are launching in just a week on the 11th, and we're going to get more details on that next.
Perfect. Thanks.